on the line, they put me in the center.
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' superstar cornerback. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Eagles and the Bills, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterbacks taking center stage here for each of their respective. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 68 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Hands it off out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got a man, complete. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And he's got his man on the out route.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now, drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop the throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts
as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 4.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The Eagles send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they change plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
This is taken at about the 14. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you showed them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
The boy juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away, because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on 3rd down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better. Running game has been out, picking up some of the slack. He's running a nice drive on 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on first down toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
The 3rd down pass. Intended for number 48, incomplete. It's now
as expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Second down and inches. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn